If it's by my brothers on my mama, I'll roll. If it's by my money on my bitch, I'll go. If it's by my city, how I'm reppin', I know it, yeah, I know it, yeah, I know. They gon' try and snake me, tryna get it, I know. They gon' try and get me out my city, I know. Even if they don't, I'll still be here, I know it, yeah, I know it, yeah, I know. I tried leaving, but it's calling me back. The game love me and I love it right back.
God, bro.
Good guy.
I watch Bob Ross in my free time.
Oh shit!
Yo! I knew that was gonna happen too. Oh, that's my motherfucking dog.
Like hell yeah, this business I could increase. I'm bouncing through my city with my tape on.
Alright, you ready, Skrills?
Ready to go, man.
It's been a minute. Hold on. See if I remember how to do this. Yeah, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, party people in the place to be. It's your boy MAZI. Nobody?
They forgot about us, bro.
All right, cool. Listen.
They said we fell off.
They said we fell off, man. So a little explanation. Let's see what has happened. Flu and the other joint.
Fucking Omarion, man.
I am an artist, not a variant.
Marion, the Flu and the other joint did the DBZ fusion dance, and now it's the Flu Rona now.
Do they do the dance or they switch earrings?
See, with the earrings, that's the Delta Cron. That's the new one that they just discovered. I think they did the earring joint with that one.
Gotcha.
So Delta and Omarion put the
hybrid.
Yeah, put the earrings on and
Hey,
you know what I'm saying. So we got two of them things out there. And then other than that, Happy New Year. Hope everybody's safe. Everybody's here with the new year. I mean, you see the cups. And speaking of cups, the guy to my right,
Oh man.
fresh out the E30.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
DIOS, Saved by the Bank's own.
Yeah.
New Braunfels on.
Yeah.
Banco.
Say that.
What's happening?
What's good?
And not to forget, we got West Side's on in the cut.
Oh man.
Roland Ryan.
West Side.
You know what I'm saying?
My motherfucking brother.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out BANCO. Shout out DIOS.
Yeah, for sure, man. So how you doing, man?
Oh, great.
Yeah?
Great. Yeah. Dodging the Omicron or
I
the
think
Decepticons or whatever. I'm good.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I think everybody out here dodging the shit like Neo, man. At least trying to, for sure, straight up. Oh, and of course, the guy to my left, Mr. Side's on.
Skrills.
Ooh, that was hard.
Let me see if I.
Oh,
You know
Southside theme.
love that.
Fresh out the Skechers store, baby.
Yeah, man.
Bags in both hands.
Southside doing what?
South gon' hold it down. South gon' hold it down. South gon'
That's my shit.
The South gonna hold it down, man.
Right to that shit on the way home.
Yeah, honestly, I'm about to put that shit on when I get Oh, you play with me, only playing like a couple seconds of that.
Nah, for sure, man. That's the joint. But shit, man. How you been, man?
Been good, bro. Been good.
Yeah, for
Working.
sure.
Tired.
Dog, listen.
Tired, but-
You've been grinding, dog.
Man, something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Like you ain't fresh off of LE Dollars.
Yeah, shout out Les.
E30, man.
That's my big bro.
Yeah,
Big
man.
brother,
So, how did that happen? Because I mean, I know we had reviewed your song "Palm Trees" with you and Roland as well, and I just happened to say that you sound, the inspiration was to me. Your sound was definitely, it sounded like Les. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Nip as well, and Dom, all the cool motherfuckers that's out here making music. You know what I'm saying? That just make cool shit. And then before you know it, here you are at the DIOS store, DIOS chain on, DIOS shirt. You know what I mean? The merch is real, y'all.
Yeah.
And then you go and hop on. To me, one of Les's best projects, E30.
Oh, for sure.
On the song Photogenic.
Yeah, shout out to Vars Jordan. Shout out Les.
Oh,
shout out Houston. Jordan. Shout out Georgie. Shout out my motherfucking brother G. Man. Honestly, Les and DIOS and everybody had already been fucking with me for a while. Since I dropped the Keep It P video back I think it was last November. Les found it. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why, but Georgie was following me already on Twitter.
Okay.
I've had that Twitter account for a long time, and I had no clue. No, I knew he was following me. I don't know why Georgie was following me.
Sure.
Because I wasn't dropping music like that or nothing. I really cannot explain to you why Georgie was following me.
Yeah.
But I dropped that video, and I was chilling with my girl at the time, and I dropped it at the top of the day, whatever. I'm chilling with her at night. It's like 12:30 midnight. And she's on the couch. We're watching something. I crash out on the floor. I left my phone on the couch with her.
Yeah.
And I'm crashing out on the floor, right? And she's all mad. She throws my phone at me. She's like, "Hey,
You're bitches.
yeah."
I was gonna say, you leave your phone on the couch with your girl. Big trust factor.
Oh man, I'm a good dude, bro.
Let it be known, man. Hold on,
I'm a
man.
good dude. I'm a good
Oh
dude.
man, where's the damn drop?
This is Mr. Keep It P, bro. Come on.
Shit, hold on, there we go. More you know.
Oh yeah,
There we go.
I'm a good guy, bro.
Good guy.
I watch Bob Ross in my free time and cook and shit.
Oh shit!
Oh! I knew that was gonna happen too.
Oh, that's my motherfucking dog.
I'm with Ryan out here, or Roland Ryan popping
my
bottles
boy.
in the studio in the office,
Look,
man.
y'all can't see.
Y'all
it.
can't see it,
but he had to let it be known he is here.
My fucking right knee is soaked.
That's my dog.
Bel Air boys in the building, just
That's how we do it.
spill some Bel Air in the office, man.
That's how we do this shit.
Nah, for
I'm
sure.
gonna send somebody over here to clean that tomorrow.
Put it on our tab. We'll take care
Nah,
of
for sure.
it.
So continue on with your girl threw the phone
yeah,
at you.
Yeah, that's my girl at the time. She shout out her. She's real cool.
For sure.
She throws my phone at me. I'm mad. And nobody thinks, we say this all the time, nobody thinks you're Mr. Bitches like your girl.
That's a fact.
You know, no one thinks you got bitches. No one thinks you got bitches like your own like your own girl. Excuse me, my bad. No one thinks you Mr. Bitches more than your own girl, bro.
Sure.
And
for
so
sure.
I had like, whenever I drop, I kind of just like put my phone to the side and I don't look at what's going on.
Sure.
Because I don't like to let it like, get to my head or whatever. And so
Sure.
she throws my phone at me. She's like, "Hey, get your phone. Your phone won't stop going off." And I'm like, "Okay." And I wake up. I'm like, "Oh damn, my phone got thrown at me, right?"
Yeah.
So I look at it and this Twitter fucking going nuts. And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And my shit's like, it just won't stop buzzing. Like it's been retweeting.
Yeah.
And I'm scrolling to find what the fuck was up with it, and sure enough, it says Steak and Shrimp quoted your tweet. And
Oh
said,
shit.
yeah, he found it, and he like didn't DM me, didn't just like it. He went and quoted it. And
Yeah.
he was like, "Yo, this shit hard." That's all he said. And his tweet originally did more numbers than the original numbers,
Right.
like my video did.
Yeah.
And so he found it, and he instantly followed me on everything and was just like, "Yo, this is hard." And I DM'd him and I was like, "Yo, this shit is like, I appreciate you." Like we've had the conversation off to the side already because we're tight like that now. But like growing up, like in high school and shit, like
Yeah.
Les is like, man, Les is the reason I like cars the way I do.
Dog, Midnight Club did something to me. I'm gonna be
Man.
honest with you.
Everybody, that's so funny you say that because he told me, he was like, anybody that ever tells me they really appreciate my music, I always get different projects.
Yeah.
People always tell me it's like, I like this one or I like that one.
I like E36.
Bro, then me too. That's how
Yeah.
I like, and so he always says it like, man, people always like tell me a different project. Like it's never just that one.
Right.
But so I've influenced by a lot of different rappers.
Yeah,
But,
for sure.
Les being one of them, man. Like Les is, shout out Ellie Dollar, bro.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
yeah, so after that, I DM'd him. I was just like, "Yo, I appreciate that for real. Like, you didn't have to do that. Like people charge people for promo. People charge,
Right.
And like for him just to, off the strength of it being cool,
For sure.
just like gave me that. I was like, damn. And so because he did that, like 3 weeks later, they opened the DIOS store. And so I drove down there to Houston and I bought everything I could inside the store. And it was just love. As soon as I got there, like I hop out the car and they instantly saw me. Like they were just like, "Yo, what's good, boo?" But like crazy. Like I had never really got love like to this day.
Yeah.
Like never really got love like that. Like not knowing somebody,
For sure.
knowing people like that. And so yeah, ever since then they just took me in. And it was really the store manager, the guy that runs the runs the store because Georgie and Les own the company. And
Sure.
my boy G is the one. He's like the store manager, takes care of retail and all that.
Yeah.
But I went to go shoot a music video down there, and G was just impressed. Like we had never met, and he was just impressed. And now he's like my manager. He's the one that made everything happen with DIOS and me.
Yeah.
Like I tell him all the time, I owe like all this shit in the last few months to him because he takes care of me. Like I only talk to like 4 people on the phone every day, and that's my mom, that's Roland, that's my uncle, and G. Those are the only people that call me. You know what I mean? Like call me to like, yo, how you doing? What's going on? How so
For sure.
And he's the one that kind of connected like me and Les even more. I mean, he was always fucking with me.
For sure.
But it was like I was about to drop that River City Summer, the album, and him and Georgie approached me. They texted me off to the side. They were like, yo, you think you can push the album back a week? And I was like, the fuck? Like, I mean, I guess. Like, what's going on? They were like, well, we want you to drop this as a presented by DIOS project. And I was like, damn.
It's big.
They had never approached me with anything like that. I'd never asked them for nothing. They had never brought nothing up to me at this point. This is like a week before I'm dropping the album. And so they text me on that. And I was like, the fuck? What am I going to say? No.
Right. For sure.
And so I was like, yeah, of course. Like, let's get it. Like, tell me what I have to do on my end.
Yeah.
And they were like, we think it'd be super cool if we got Les on the album, if that's cool with you.
Yeah.
And I was like,
absolutely.
You know, I'm looking at my like I'm looking at my phone, like trying not to like trip, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm like texting back like, yeah, I think we can make that work. But
trying to keep it cool as hell. Like, we can make that happen. And then you put your phone up like about my fucking time, you know? Yeah, for sure.
I was holding my phone and I was like,
right. And, the Jordan and Tiger Woods shit. Yeah.
But, so I got him on the remix for Keep It P, which was it was
super
fitting.
fire.
It was appreciate that.
Yeah,
man. He did the damn thing on that, and I feel like it was super fitting because that's how we connected.
Absolutely.
And so ever since that happened, they threw me a release party there in Houston for the album at the DIOS store. And ever since then, it's just been, that's my family. That's my, those are my people, bro. Like, they're like I said, I talk to them all the time.
Yeah.
Like, we're headed down there in a couple of days. I'm over there in Houston all the time. People think I live in Houston because I'm over there. So.
I ain't gonna lie, like the streets was talking because I let them know that I was gonna be chopping it up with you soon on here on the show.
Yeah, and
they were like, "Yeah, I think he's staying at H now," and all this. I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's what's up. He moved out there. Like, damn, that's big.
That's my second home for sure.
Yeah,
I do. I got a home out there. I got a bed. We got somewhere to sleep and shit. Like that's our second home. Yeah, my second home. But nah, I'm still over here.
Still a new Braunfels kid at heart.
Oh, always will be.
Yeah.
Always will be, man. Shout out to A3O. Shout out to Comal County, Guadalupe County. Shout out to County Line. Shout out New Braunfels, Texas, River City, Texas, baby.
Let it be known. It's funny because Skrills and I, we was hitting Bonsai a couple of times out.
Hey.
Oh, that's y'all spot?
Yeah, that's what it said.
My eyes lit up and shit.
He said, what? Bonsai? Roland looked up like, you said what?
Man.
Fuck with hibachi, bro.
Hey, if you didn't know, if you couldn't tell by the raps already, we like to eat.
Not for sure.
I was thinking about earlier, I was like, they asked me anything, I'm just going to say I like to eat good food and drink different shit.
To be honest.
And be the coolest kid out.
That's it.
He doesn't like to be. He just is.
He just is, right?
It's happened like that.
He just is.
You see, okay, so if you're
I'm not
watching,
that cool right now. I don't feel that cool. I got like a quarter of champagne on my leg, dog. This is like the most non-player shit.
With some babes on and got
that is pretty
I got
cool,
new socks
man.
on.
Look at him trying not to be cool.
So I know you're watching this episode right now, but I think Roland may have you as far as the coolest person on the block, man. I don't know. Man. Shout out to Soul, man. We miss you, dog. Hopefully, get on the next episode.
Hey, speaking of Bonsai,
yeah,
we were just talking before we started recording about that 10 servings record when we did the.
Oh yeah, what?
We went to Bonsai.
Oh yeah.
Right after that session.
Really?
Yeah,
we
recorded that.
That was my first time there.
Yeah, we recorded at T Woods. We recorded with T Woods.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out T Woods and yeah. Well, like we were in the parking lot and we were like, man, I'm hungry. And I was like, we were like, man, we're hungry. I was like, man, hibachi? They were like, hibachi? I was like, yeah, Bonsai, New Braunfels. I promise you, Braunfels gonna hold you down, bro.
It was worth it.
Can't go wrong with New Braunfels, man.
Love it.
Every time I'm in New Braunfels, I hit Bonsai, and then of course,
Wings and Rings.
Yes.
Yeah, come on, man.
Hey, don't be blowing up my
Yes.
spot. Like that.
I know. We be giving away way too many secrets. Way too many secrets. You're right.
Yeah, Mozzie, we in their backyard, bro.
Yeah, we in their backyard. Let me chill out. I'm fucking up, man. Next time we back there, I gotta get in touch with y'all. Make sure we good. You know what I'm saying?
What they call it, check in?
Yeah, we gotta check in with BANCO. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fly zone in the
Holla at me
Braunfels.
when you passing through
You know what I'm
Cibolo
saying?
shirts. Make sure you text me. You headed 35 north. You see the now entering Shirt City limit. Make
Better
sure you
not
text
find out you
BANCO.
past the Buckies.
Yeah, we passed the Buckies,
if
right?
You past the Buckies. That's it. That's too far. You
On your ass.
already you pretty much you need to check in with whoever's in San Marcos, and I'm already offended because you just went all the way through. To be honest.
Straight up and down, because I know we go out there, like, of course, like I said, Bonsai, the other wing spot, and then from every now and then we hit the Stars and Stripes drive-in.
okay.
Man,
Oh, bro.
yeah. Shout out.
So
I've been a few times.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of sketchy,
think so.
just because I be seeing a bunch of them trucks out there with them Confederate flags, and I be like,
Hey,
nah,
man, this is New Braunfels. I'm not excusing that.
not at
Not
all.
excusing that at all, but that's just New Braunfels. It's everywhere over there. They ain't gonna do
You've
shit.
been conditioned to believe that's okay.
Nah, it's
Right.
not okay.
It's not
crazy.
okay.
It's crazy, bro.
It's not okay. I'll just brush it off because they're not about shit. They're not.
Yeah,
They are. I mean, you're gonna catch a good amount of people out there that do got some fucked up way of thinking for sure.
for sure.
To them, they think shit like that
Some
is fly.
tradition shit.
Yeah,
fuck
that's all
that.
it is. It's tradition,
bro.
tradition,
Traditional
generational
shit.
They
shit.
fucking weirdos for it, but they ain't about shit.
Yeah.
Like, my homies in high school, like, there was this one time we tore a fucking Confederate flag off a homie's truck in the parking lot of school. They don't do shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
They ain't riding like that.
they ain't, not at all. They're
I'm sure there's somebody, but
not built
Not
like
all
that
of them.
at all.
Right. But I guess speaking of great way of thinking, so you definitely embody that hustler's mentality
I appreciate
when it
that.
comes to your music and promoting and getting your shit out there. The Ball Till You Fall project, you was definitely charging. Was it 50 for the tape?
Ball Out of Control.
Ball Out of Control.
Ball Out
Sorry.
of Control.
Ball Out
Yeah,
of Control,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. When it dropped, I made 50 copies and I sold them for $50.
Yeah, and it definitely reminded me of the
Crenshaw.
Crenshaw.
100%. So that's where I got the framework.
That's where you got the
from.
framework from.
Yeah, I mean he said it too. He was like, that's why he did it, was to start a new, to start a different way for artists to be independent and shit like that too.
Yeah.
And I made it clear, because like Nip made it clear when he did Crenshaw, he was like, proud to pay. It's always optional. It's never forced.
Sure.
And so, of course, like I dropped the album on streaming services. It was out on YouTube. You could listen to it for free. It was, but if you wanted to, you could buy it for $50 and support
Right.
what I created. And it was crazy, man. People bought it. Like, I was putting them together with my boy Tannis. Shout out Tannis. We were putting them together at the release because we did it. We sold the copies a week before I actually dropped the album.
Yeah.
So you not only could you get the album, but you could get it you could hear it a week before it dropped. And so we were putting them together on my mom's kitchen table. And
That's hard.
Yeah. And, my mom was just
Yeah, that
watching.
should take me back, though.
It does, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
My mom was watching this. She's
Yo,
like,
and if I'm not mistaken, you wrote on them joints. Like, you wrote.
yeah,
Ball
the
Out of
CD,
Control.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely sign them all. Shit,
Yeah.
Ball Out of Control. Yeah, I remember seeing
That's dope.
the handwriting on the disc, and I'm like,
Oh.
this is hard.
I think I might have told Mozzie. I was like, yo, you see this?
Yeah, you did. You was like,
out the trunk.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, it was straight out the trunk.
Masterpiece.
out the trunk. Yeah, definitely Master P. Like
Yeah.
all those Southern heavy hitting independent
Yeah.
bosses.
Real
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? To really, grow to be who they are today.
Yeah, it's
You
a
know what I'm
big-
saying?
it's a big
And
statement.
big statement. And you're on the right path. And I just want to salute you for that here at the show. You know what I
Appreciate
mean?
that.
We
For
definitely
real.
because I think
Shout out like Master P. Shout out just the Southern influence. People think because I'm from New Braunfels, I can't be influenced by Southern hip hop, but I'm right here in the core of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I got all of it
absolutely,
from.
man.
You know?
For sure.
right.
And even Hove, when they did their shit when they first dropped Reasonable Doubt, just straight through Priority Records. You know, and distribution.
And that's how
People forget that.
that's the way I was looking at it, was like I wanted to do it the week before
Yeah.
because like it was cutting all the middlemen out.
Absolutely.
The producers were paid off, my engineer was paid off, like everything. Like up to that point, selling all those projects, it was for me and my dogs. Really, like the money we made off of that, we went to California the week after that, and
Yeah.
it was
Shit,
like,
had a good time.
we had an amazing time, and it was just like we were out there on
So speaking of California, Skrills had a theory.
What's up?
You got family out there?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Because I was telling MAZI, man, it's one of them things where like your influence seems Southern in the sense of being here, born and raised.
What's up?
But then you hear the music and you obviously hear the Nipseys and the
Cali.
The
whole Cali influence.
Exactly. That's before even getting to the type of beats you like.
The
Beat selection and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I'm
crazy.
saying?
I appreciate that. That's wild.
Yeah.
Man, I appreciate when people pick up on that type of shit.
Yeah, because I thought you were from Cali and then like
Yeah, he thought you were from Cali and you just moved
man.
here.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh wow. Damn, that's crazy.
That was my theory.
That was his theory.
Because I mean, it happens all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Of
Both
course.
ways, from here that way and that way
Bro,
this way.
when
For
I
sure.
met him, I didn't even know he rapped. Like
Oh yeah.
the way we bumped into each other, I bumped into him.
So how did y'all meet? Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh man.
How did y'all meet?
That's a great story. Yeah, let me pour
Alright,
my champagne.
so-
Let him talk.
I pull up. He would always go to Midnight Swim. I would always go.
Oh, he was one of the Midnight Swim kids.
It was like some shit.
Yeah.
It was through the day.
Okay.
Well, product of
you
the
know what I mean?
pool.
It's all good.
Product of the pool.
Backstroking. We was backstroking on a Sunday afternoon. You know, pause. Pause.
No, not even that, but it kind of sounds cool. We was backstroking on a Sunday, like
You know what I'm saying?
It was cool,
and
man.
product of the pool, Midnight
Yeah.
Swim. I get it, but it just sounds too cool. But it's coming from you, so it sounds
Yeah,
even
we was
cooler. So
chilling.
go ahead.
We was chilling.
Yeah.
He approaches me on some cool shit like, hey, I fuck with your jacket. Like, you know, just some normal shit, you know?
Yeah.
I was wearing like some BBC like astronaut joint or some shit.
Yeah.
I look at him, he's wearing like some diamond Pumas and shit. And I'm like, yo, those are fresh. I've never seen those. So whatever, bro. He's like, yo, I he tells me what he does and shit
Yeah.
for work. I don't want to say.
Nah, don't. Yeah.
But if you know him, you know him.
For
you
sure.
Know what I'm saying?
You know.
So, anyways, like it's love, bro. He's just like, yo, get my shit. Follow each other. I don't hear from him for like a year, bro. I don't see him for like a year.
No. We met, and then literally the next week, the world shut down.
Oh,
yeah, really? Damn.
The world shut down.
Damn, I didn't even think
literally
about that.
a week
Wow.
later.
So that shit,
Damn.
yeah, facts.
I don't even think a week. I think it was literally a couple days because it happened on a Sunday. It was brunch,
Yeah.
and I think it was like days.
Yeah, crazy, bro. I don't hear from him. He don't post a lot online at the time, like so
Right.
He ends up like I see him start like doing like a little rollout, and I've been working on music at home. Like I haven't even told nobody. Like I've always fucked with music in and out. Anyways, bro, I'm like I see him, then I see he drops his shit, and I'm like, yo, I got this shit I got, which was the palm trees, and I was actually gonna call it Cousin Harold from Menace to Society because
yeah.
like that's kind of like. I just see myself as a Cousin Harold. Hopefully, I don't get smoked like Cousin Harold, but
Right.
that's what the song was called. In the beginning,
In the
it was like, so I hit him. I'm like, what's up? You know, I got this record. I think you could do your thing on it, bro. He's like, all right, well, send it to me. So I sent it to him. He's in Cali at the time. He's like, this is you?
Yeah.
This is you?
It's you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he said, this is you. I was like,
We haven't talked since the I like your jacket. I like your
Yeah.
shoes. We haven't talked since then.
Right,
so
right,
he's
right.
like, this is you? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, well, when I get back in, I got you, bro. I don't hear from
Yeah.
him. At this time, I think shit's back to normal. Not back to normal, but, you know, you can get outside. And then he calls me, just like random. He ain't really tapped in with me. He just calls me.
Yeah.
He's like, come to Braunfels. I got a session. I hadn't really been active, like, with it, period, bro. Like, I've just been chilling. And so I was like, fuck it, man. I always drink every weekend. Let me go make some fucking music.
Yeah.
I ride up there, bro. I'm not gonna say what I was eating when I pulled up, but my homie pulled
tell
up.
him.
Nah, I pulled
Oh, no,
up.
we gonna talk about it later. If I'm not mistaken, we gonna talk about it later.
Alright, man, I pulled up.
By the way,
I got,
yo,
some- I
It's
got
all
some
good. We don't gotta talk.
I might have had some McDonald's, you know what I mean? There was
Okay.
There was no Chick-fil-A, you know, around, so I
It was
did.
Sunday. There was no Chick-fil-A.
You know what I mean?
I'll give him that
okay, then
much.
that's a
I'll
clean
give
excuse.
him that much. I'll give him
Yeah.
that much.
Alright, see, I get a pass.
Yeah, for sure.
That's my guilty pleasure, though, man. Shout out fucking McDonald's. Big
Rolling.
breakfast, you know what I mean?
I'm
the
rolling,
big
we're
breakfast
rolling.
boys, you know?
I see what you did there. Pun.
So, bro, I pull up. He's showing me all his shit. He's showing me his album already or his tape. And
Yeah.
I'm like, crazy, bro. It's fucking hard, right?
Yeah.
Homie AJ Brad's gonna pull up in a little bit. I'm like, all right, word. So we're chilling. He does like 2 more, bro. Like in less than like 15 minutes, he does 2 records.
Jeez.
Oh yeah.
And then he's like, yo, you got that joint? I'm ready on one too. I'm sipping. But yeah, dog, one take. Same shit, palm trees. One take, you know.
Yeah.
Cool as shit, bro. And him too. He
Bragg is different. Bragg is different.
actually, when I sent it to him, and it's I need to like one day upload the original one just to like so people can hear how it sounded, bro.
Yeah.
First, it would just be cool.
So that's why I told him to come, because he sent me the
It was
one.
rough
Yeah, he sent me the one
rough.
that he
at the crib.
that he recorded at the crib.
Yeah.
And at this time, I had a couple people holler at me about features and shit like that, whatever. Now I would do them, but I heard that one and I was just like, yo,
This is worth it.
yeah, I was like, this shit is nice.
I wasn't gonna send him no bullshit, and I just felt like when I heard what's crazy is the dude who sent it to me. His mom is a house DJ in Chicago.
Okay.
Shout out to Colorbug. He sent it to me, and it was like 20 BPMs faster, bro.
Yeah.
And like he sent it to me, I kind of just like blew it off. 4 months, 5 months later, I'm like, yo, I want some music. Got busy on it, sent it to him.
I had it for a while.
Yeah. So the hook was part of my verse. And even when I hear it now, sometimes I'm just like, we were chilling the other day. I was like, yo, this is a fucking good hook. And he was like, bro, I know.
Oh yeah. Nah, well, okay, so like, yeah, so I was getting features and shit like that.
Yeah,
And I had
yeah.
locked down the studio in New Braunfels. Shout out my boy Bezzy. And I was in there with Post. So me and Post were in there.
Shout out
all day.
Post.
Shout out Post. I
My
love
dog.
Post. So me and Post were in there and we were just knocking shit out. Just boom, 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 like back to back. Cause I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I was just in there eating, like, bro, I just wanted to hear shit. And then it was coming to a point where I was like, all right, well, I'm running out of shit to record. But I was like, I got this record. And Post was like, I laced Post up. And I was like, yo. So my boy sent me this. And he was like, well, let me hear it. And he was like, who's that? And I told him. And he was like, yo, I know, bro. Blah, blah, but we never met. This and that.
Been like his internet friend for like, I'm not even kidding, bro, like 12 years.
That's,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what you're saying.
We never met, but he could rap his ass off too. So like he used to do.
Oh,
like,
man.
he used
Post
to do,
make better music than anybody I know.
damn.
And I heard that
He
too.
got some old shit with Hoodlum and shit. Like he used to do all the Hoodlum
man.
shit.
Right. Shout out to CJ Stevens, because I know like when he got tight with Big Tex Johnny, you know what I mean, and that whole Midnight Swim circle. That's why I guess CJ and I was calling y'all the Midnight Swim kids, because it's just like
That's
there's like
funny.
this tight network circle of just kids, collective
like-
kids that just do dope music and do
Yeah.
dope shit.
Oh, shout out them. Yeah, because that was
bro.
it was a whole collective
It
before
like-
it was
Right,
a
it was
bar,
a
right?
collective. right.
Midnight
Yeah.
Swim, it's like an outlet. It was like they made everybody kind of unionized, you know, in
Right.
a sense, bro.
So that's the reason I heard names like Postman and because he was working with Bam's with
Yeah,
Belly. He was
shout
doing a
out
lot of-
Bam, man.
He was
sent me
doing
some
Bam
beats
shit
like
too.
2-3 days ago.
Right.
Legit, Bam's got some shit lined up for us
cool,
too.
It's
bro.
crazy too,
Yeah.
because Bam's hit me too. He was like, "Bro, I need you to pull to the crib and hear this shit."
Oh, dog.
Because he's trying to get some beats from me. He's trying to pull me back in to do some production.
should,
so
bro.
should.
You
Yeah, you
should.
should.
I need to.
The way I met him was like my homie sent me a entry. What's up, entry?
What up, Entry?
My dog, that's big homie for real. See, and I met him like 12 years ago, bro.
Yeah.
Through Kicks.
That's crazy.
And Kicks used to sell Questions tape, Kush 2008.
Wow.
No bullshit,
Wow.
bro. He used to have, yes. He was like one of the first ones to, man, shout out dude, man. Kicks really too showed a lot of love, bro. But Entry fucking, he sends me the beat and he's like, yo, I'm trying to get all my homies on it. I'm dropping a tape. He had a MAZI beat.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
that's hard. That hook though, going back to that hook.
Oh, yeah.
So he makes some crazy ass hook, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the whole reason I wanted him to come down is because I wanted the same quality.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
For sure, because you never know with two different. You're in a different studio. The mics
you
can be
already
different, and the
know.
qualities could be
100%,
that, and then the mixing and mastering process could be real strenuous. And yeah,
And I had never
already
kicked
know.
it. I had never kicked it with him before that, so it wasn't like I was just trying to kick it. It was
Sure.
like I just wanted him to pull up because one, I wanted to be on the record.
absolutely
Two, if I'm gonna be on the record, I wanted it to be the same quality.
same quality. Absolutely.
And then
crazy.
he pulls up, he knocks it out, and I'm like, damn, all right, well, fuck. I thought he was gonna take a couple takes, like take a little bit. I was gonna have some time to write to it,
Yeah.
whatever. But as the story goes, most of the shit was done there. Like most of my verse was done there, like
Yeah.
I never knew
on
that.
the spot.
Never knew
There
that.
was like, I think it was like 6 of the 16 bars I had written that I kind of just like filled in there.
Yeah.
And then the hook, I went and I just flipped it. So he says,
liquor calm women, that's what I need.
Yeah.
And he says,
I said, dark women, calm liquor, that's what I need.
yeah.
So
I
he
thought,
said,
I was like
yeah,
kind of looking at him like through like the glass, like,
yeah,
what you doing? He's like, nah, that's it.
yeah.
He wants it like that. I'm like, all right, bro.
Yeah, because I felt like
gotcha.
what he did was he was like he did his shit, he spit his shit, and he signed it. Like
Yeah.
the hook was
Yeah.
him signing it, and I was like, all right, well, hold on, let
me get my shit
let me
together.
get my
Hold
thing
on.
in there.
Yeah.
And then so I did that, and I was like, well, shit, let me sign it then.
Yeah.
You know, so
Nah, that shit was
I
dope.
flipped it.
So with that being said, y'all two got to be working on the project.
I mean,
Man,
we haven't sat down.
Well, you know what?
to do
Let
it.
me not do that because then y'all gonna
Yeah.
start a fight and then be
Nah,
like, you know,
nah,
like,
nah,
I got
it's
my
not
shit
even-
together and what's up with you?
He's always
No,
on my
I'm joking.
ass. It's,
Yeah.
I'm the big brother, but he's a little brother that's on my ass. Like, hey,
Yeah.
come on, bro. Like,
it's
The too
like,
cool shit, right?
Well, and it's not even
I
that.
just love this shit, but like, fuck.
It's kind of
Nah,
like,
for
man, I saw a tweet the other day, and it was like, what's the worst lie you've ever seen on Twitter? Or somebody posted a picture of a screenshot or some Kendrick was like, yo, the shit me and Cole about to drop is crazy. Blah, blah. They got we got an album coming. Blah, blah. It's like the 10-year challenge.
I remember
and it
that.
was, you know,
Yeah.
10-year
it's been
challenge.
10 years, bro. It's
And
been
that's
10 years.
Has it been 10?
It's
That
been 10
Temptation
years.
record, remember
It's
they
been
did like
10
where they
years.
were like performing outside of
Right.
like boutique. I always like wonder, damn, how come they don't just drop that shit or
Yeah.
two more? You know, what I'm
It's
saying? Drop
probably
four
a lot of
tracks.
shit, and it's probably something like this. So that's why I never want to say I'm never gonna say we're working on a project together. We have songs
we
together,
have songs
and then
together.
and it might be one day where wow,
We could
fuck it, we'll just drop.
we got like 30 songs together. We should probably pick some out of these 30.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
for sure.
But I think if we, I think it's a bad omen. I'm all about like signs. And,
I hear you. Yeah, I'm rolling with you.
I'm not superstitious, but I'm very like, I'm weird about things.
Nah,
So,
and I picked up on that because Banco got some of the fire Abuela lines.
some of my grandma.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
man.
caught a few where I hear it and I'm like, yo.
facts.
So
all right,
guess who
fact.
creeping? Guess who crawling? It's all ball in the mix.
Yeah.
So every time I see my well, she bless my head with a kiss.
Yeah.
Yo, when I heard that, I stopped it. I was just like, man, that shit took me back. And my mom does that to this day, bro.
Yeah, because it's fact, like real life raps,
Yeah, bro. You
Like,
run, you run out the house, walk out the house, bro.
Every time I see it.
Bendiciones, you already know.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
Yeah.
100%. Every time I see it, hey, man, you know what's super funny? I've been going through a lot of shit with my car.
It's a Mercedes. You should got BMW.
Nah, not even like that. Not even, not even mechanically. Man, this fool wants to have this talk. Like we're not the two coolest motherfuckers pulling up in
I
the
was like,
parking
both of
lot
y'all,
everywhere
yeah,
we
like
go.
y'all both ain't in two foreigns, just pulling
Like,
up
we're
and
not
just
the coolest motherfuckers everywhere we go. But yeah, I've been going through some weird shit with my car. Like I got rear-ended, and then my fucking something happened. It just
I've been having the
cosmetic,
same
just
shit too,
dumb
man.
shit, just dumb
Yeah.
shit.
Come clean.
And I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, man, my grandma ain't blessed my car. My grandma has not blessed this car.
You got mad and shit. Grandma, how come you ain't bless my car?
Oh, bro, yeah. Nah, I took it to her as soon as I thought about it. I was like, I gotta take this shit to her. And luckily, you know, by the
Grace of God.
grace of God and by as the story goes, man, nothing else.
Baby
happened.
Jesus.
So yeah, shout out, baby Jesus. I want to thank not only God but Jesus Christ.
absolutely.
But yeah, nah. So that's how I reckon. When there might be a project one day, there might not. I tell him all the time though. I told him the other day, you want to rap, not just be my brother.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
he's getting annoyed with me already, bro.
He gonna drop though. I hear all his shit. It's fucked up because I get to hear everything.
I'm sure you do.
I
Has
get to hear
everything.
everything.
He has the tape basically.
Yeah.
He has maybe I've been holding out like on 4 of them, and like I got like 10 of them.
Listen, man, there's a quote that Big Sean has said Jay-Z told him
Yeah,
about the song I Don't Fuck With You.
yeah.
When Jay first heard it, before the song was even out, Beyonce too and all that, Jay told Sean, every day you don't drop that song, you're losing.
Oh man, I hope he heard that.
Damn.
I hope he heard.
So we need that tape, Mr. Roland Ryan.
I hope he
Every
heard.
day you ain't
man, I
dropping
got
that tape.
I got y'all, bro.
All right, man. All right, just
Let me
wanna put
get
that out
some
there.
artwork, bro. Let me get some artwork. Let me get the artwork done, dog. I promise, bro. It's really like this shit's been like bleeding out of me. I've been talking to my homies, my mom. Really, this is like my best friend, but
Yeah.
my cousin. I just ran to my cousin that like I grew up with, like, and he's big into hip hop. He's like, we used to listen to like the Roots, Tribe,
Yeah.
Madlib. Like I was raised on that shit too. So it's like I love all this shit, bro. Yeah, it's coming. I've just been trying to get everything. I'm a perfectionist too, bro.
Absolutely.
To be honest.
And I know a perfectionist is definitely at some point to an extent it
Yeah.
kind of like
And
it,
now
it stops everything.
yeah, and
but you just want to make sure everything is right.
No, for
I
sure.
I feel you.
Now I feel like I'm right here. Like I'm already like treading the fucking 3rd lap, coming up to the 4th lap. Like, okay, I know what I need to do. I know who I need to be around.
For sure.
You know, so it's like I'm starting to cut shit out.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Oh,
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen, man. Yeah, and we
gonna
looking forward to it though. I know. I'm a fan of both of y'all first. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
So
you,
we
bro.
definitely,
fan of you.
rock with y'all over here. You know what I mean? One thing I kind of wanted to ask that Skrills and I always talk about is, do you look up to any like maybe like the OGs as far as the music scene here and anything like that? Are you just kind of like, nah, I'm running to the beat of my own drum?
If you would have asked me this last year, maybe. But I talk to Les all the time, right?
Yeah.
And he hates when I call him my big bro. He hates when I say that shit. 'Cause he's like, I ain't your big bro. And I'm like, well, you know, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
But he always has the most like sound advice, and I always approach him with like, man, this and that happened, or that and this happened. He's like, bro, and it's shit that I should know, or like I
Sure.
do know, but it's like coming from somebody of that stature, someone of that level.
It's almost like confirmation.
Yeah, and he's what he's been like telling me over the last few months is like, he's like, dude, do your thing. You know, like you don't gotta. Why the fuck you worry about them? What are they doing? And he tells me, yeah. He's like, and even if they are doing great, you know, good for them. Do your thing.
Do your thing.
You know, and it's like with that, like with all that, I kind of just always been since then. Like I've just been like, I don't care. If you got something to say, it's like good or bad. It's like, what is it gonna do for me? Because
absolutely.
Shout out, man. I think about, you know, it's funny. I think about this line every day. Shout out Rick Ross, but bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. I think about that. I think about that a lot because every time I'm in the studio alone.
Yeah.
That's facts.
You know, I recorded this album by myself. It's just been me and the engineers.
Yeah.
Other than Roland was there for 10 servings. My homie Matthew
That was
was
a
there
long
for
time.
my homie Matthew was there for one of the records. But other than that, I recorded by myself.
It's fucking weird. Like honestly, he's like a weird worker. Like he works all day and shit, and then
I work all day.
works all
work
day.
all day.
I work all day,
day.
and then I work all day.
He works all day, and then like I'll talk to him, like I text him, or he won't even. Sometimes he won't even tell me he's in the studio. Like I won't know until he posts a pic. But then like he sends me like 2 joints, and I'm like,
Yeah,
when,
like,
I'm thinking like, when the fuck do you write this shit, bro? At work,
Yeah.
in between work, you know?
Yeah, so like, man, I have a weird way of working. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. I'm very weird about my working.
Yeah.
Like
Shit, it's working.
yeah,
wizard.
it's doing something.
It's doing something.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And so,
Sure.
yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man.
The more
you
you
know,
know.
just keep going until it breaks.
Until it breaks.
You know, and then when it does
take it to the
break,
shop.
not even, you know, figure out a new way.
Yeah.
My car breaks.
Buy a new one.
That's what I did with the band.
Oh man.
Buy a motherfucking new one.
My Lexus broke down. I'm about a Benz.
Let's go.
So, you know, it's like
Numbers.
but no numbers. Man, shout out. Hold on.
June,
Shout out. Nah, fuck.
Fuck
Shout,
June?
no, what the
Damn.
fuck? No.
Damn.
Nah, June cool. Hold on. Pause. Y'all,
He's
don't do that
gonna
to me
title
really
this
quick.
Larry June and
God
Banco.
damn.
Right, like you ain't on, like you fresh off the. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Shout out June. June's
out
man,
June,
he
man.
makes some cool music. No, I was gonna say shout out Squeezers. We're doing shout
Oh
outs.
man, shout out
Oh, yeah,
Squeezers,
shout out Squeezers, man.
Good job, Squeezers. I just had a
But yeah, nah.
beet juice this morning.
Yeah. Oh, you were there, huh?
For real, I
I'm
got
there
my
in the
beat
morning.
right in front of
Yeah,
me.
shout out Squeezes. I'm there in the morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah. That Rick Ross line, bro, that was actually 10 years ago today, or 10 years ago this month too. But yeah, bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Right.
So like, unless you got something like constructive to say about the shit, or like, hey, like, I really like this, but like, and even then, it's kind of just like I take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But it's because of that line that I'm like, man, y'all aren't here. One, you're not here for life, you know, because I rap. We just saw a sign. We just saw a sign down the street, and it says,
yeah,
"An honest doctor is just as hard to find as an honest mechanic." And I saw it and I read it, and we're walking by, and I was like, man, rappers too.
I was like, honest doctor. It's hard to find like an honest rapper.
Yeah, and so like that's how I feel. It's like I won't rap about no shit that I haven't done.
Sure.
And so, you're not here when I'm living life when I'm rapping about my life. All right, man, tell me my shit is like my thresholds and my mixing and this and that. You would fix that. Yeah, tell me something about that because I don't know nothing about that shit.
Yeah.
Or tell me maybe something about, you know, maybe your 808s are a little too harsh, or maybe you should, you know, this and that. Like, I might listen to that shit, but other opinions, I'm kind of just like, I take it all with a grain of salt because you're not there with me.
Yeah.
You know, you're not there with me. Like, I'm on the road all the time, bro. Like, I'm busting city all the time, like doing different shit that relates to this rap shit. And it's like, y'all aren't in the car with me on these hour-and-a-half trips, 3-hour round trips. Y'all aren't with me, you know? So it's like, unless it's like real constructive, then it's like, okay. So with that being said, I don't even care when people be hating, because it's like, I don't
going ahead anyways, bro.
give a fuck.
Hate about something.
You know? Like, it's like,
I tweeted that shit the other day. I was like, man, it's crazy. People that ain't even met me hate me. Like, fucking weird, bro.
Oh, I rap that. Yeah, I got a line that says, I got people hating on me that I never even met. Like,
I don't even know you, bro.
I don't care.
So
Weird.
so even with that being said, going into this new project, so who was really behind, as far as you know, creating this whole process and everything, and maybe the inspiration behind it all?
In what sense? Oh man.
So like, yeah, like pretty. I mean, I guess who.
Oh, let's talk about this.
Who played a part?
Let's talk about this.
As far as, you know, being a part of the process with this project, who could we expect on here? Who can, you know what I mean?
Man, who played a part in the album? My family.
Because it definitely sounds real personal. Like,
it's 100%
yeah, because I think
very personal.
Between, you know, the Ball Out of Control and then the singles you dropped in between, it's definitely some super cool, you know, super cool player shit, which I don't mind at all.
Yeah, for sure.
Great. You know what I mean? But this one, I could definitely tell you kind of got a little bit in your bag to where you were just kind of being a little more vulnerable than usual.
Man, yeah. Okay. So that's so crazy. I was texting my mom on the way over here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you saw my story on Instagram yesterday.
Nah, I didn't get a chance to check it out.
But I posted a screenshot of the song I was listening to. And it was Does Fort Worth Ever Cross Your Mind by George Strait.
Okay.
And funny story, like 3 months ago, back in October, I was on a country kick. All I was listening to was like country music.
Okay.
And I've been listening to country music since I was a kid, bro. Because of my mom. My mom, I grew up in New Braunfels, bro. New Braunfels, Texas. I'm in Canal County, folks. Yeah. So I grew up listening to country music.
Get her done.
Yeah, man.
Get her done.
Yeah,
Who's ready to get her done?
Man, I'm from New Braunfels, man.
Right.
Hey, I tweeted that shit the other day too. You can take the full out of New Braunfels. You can't take New Braunfels out the full.
Yeah.
I've been having fucking pumpkin spice lattes every day.
New Braunfels.
I'm a New Braunfels.
Oh, don't tell my wife that.
I'm
she
a New
loves
Bron-
pumpkin spice. Like,
Man, I hate anything
Braunfels.
pumpkin spice
love
stuff.
that
I'm
shit.
clean.
I love that shit.
I'm done with pumpkin pie. I don't even eat pumpkin pie.
No, I need all the pumpkin spice. But man, so yeah, does Fort Worth ever cross your mind? And a couple months ago, and I promise I didn't do this intentionally. Crazy ass story. So a couple months ago, I'm on a country kick. Does Fort Worth ever cross your mind comes on? My mom used to play it all the time. We were just talking about that. Like, it was like 1984. It was a #1 song in the country. It was a country song, and it was a #1 song in the country.
Sure.
And so my mom, when I was young, she was playing it all the time and shit. Blah, blah, blah. I'm on this country kick in October, and I take a screenshot of the song and I send it to my boy G over there in Houston.
Yeah.
Because his pops is from Dallas, Fort Worth, so he goes to see his family over there occasionally. And so Fort Worth means a lot to him. And so when I was listening to the song, I sent it to him because I was just like, man, this is your shit. Like, you probably never heard this, but this is your shit. Like, does Fort Worth ever cross your mind? Because I know it crossed your mind.
Right.
So I sent it to him, and he was like, man, I don't listen to country. And I was like, bro, this is hard. You got to listen to it. And so I just jokingly, bro, I'm like, man, I'm going to recreate this cover. And he was like, honestly, bro, that shit's hard. And I was like, this is tough.
Yeah.
Whatever. I fast forward literally up until last week. I'm stressing about this cover art, bro. We haven't shot a cover. I have no inspiration behind the cover. I don't know what the fuck I want to visually present to people for the music, because I've just been putting myself into the music.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck I want. You know? I don't know what I want to give the people. As the story goes. Shot the cover. It was just like some normal ass picture we took in a photography studio. And we kind of just messed with it a little bit, messed with the graphics a little bit. But I like this picture more than I like that one. Okay, let's use that one. Let's do this effect. Let's do that. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, that shit's hard. So we come down to like 3 covers. I send them to G because G's like, he's like he's through all this shit, he's like my right hand through all of it. He helps me make, like, I trust him with certain decisions where I'm like, yo, like, which cover should we go with?
Right.
Like, I can't decide. It's 3 of them. Like, help me. And he's like, this one's cold. right? And I'm like, all right, cool. Neither of us remember this shit. So I'm in the car. I'm on my way to Fredericksburg, Texas. All right, so I'm listening to country music. The Fort Worth Ever Cross Your Mind comes on, and I see it, screenshot it, put it on Instagram. I'm like, yo, if you interview me this week, ask me about this because I'm whatever, right? And then it clicks like as I'm listening to a song, I'm like, no fucking way. I go look at my cover.
Yeah.
And I've recreated the cover.
That's dope.
And I promise you, on everything, bro, like literally on everything, I did not intentionally do that.
Yeah.
But I had a conversation with G when we were talking about that, when I was like jokingly, like I'm gonna recreate this cover.
Recreate the cover.
Yeah, when we had a conversation, he was like, man, you fuck with George Strait? And I was like, bro, I need to put you on some country music because like it's hard.
Yeah.
So let me say this, like me and my mom were just talking about this shit. Country music is the most honest fucking music
Absolutely.
in the world.
Yes.
Bro. Like
yes.
George Strait has never capped on a record unless it was a song that somebody else wrote, you know,
So-
and then he sang it.
George Strait does not cap.
With that
Country music don't cap.
with that being said, I'm raising my hand here because I'm probably gonna start some shit.
Oh man,
this.
let's go.
Oh shit.
George Strait is not the king of country music.
What'd you say?
Who's the king?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it ain't George.
Come on, man.
Because a lot of people pinned his shit.
Or Kenny?
And
for sure.
I'm adding the rules from hip hop to country music. Although, you know, when it comes to, you know, any other genre, anybody pinning your own shit, that shit don't matter.
That could be said about a lot of rappers though, because
very true.
What I'm taking from the country music is the fact that he didn't lie about shit, unless it was like some shit he didn't write and he was just like covering
And singing, but then
okay, I wouldn't even
Sure.
consider it cap because it's kind of just like
it's someone else's story.
Yeah.
And George Strait is telling it.
okay, when it was the records that he wrote, bro
Yeah.
was out there like with his whole heart out. No, 100% vulnerable.
Yeah.
And I mean that goes for a lot of country artists. You know, like that's
Yeah.
they literally write everything that they're feeling. They don't care if they look soft. They don't care if they, you know, look too hard. They don't care if, you know, they literally write everything and sing everything from the bottom of their heart the way that they want it presented.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about no judgment. They don't, you know, it's all like just honest. And that's what I took from that whole month I was on the country kick, that I was just like, bro, they don't give a fuck.
Nah, they don't.
They just, you know, they just out here like making music. And so I took that with me when I was making the album, and I was just like, all right, well look, I'm gonna tell you how it is.
Yeah.
I'm talk fly shit because whatever, fly. But at the same time, like I also do want to tell y'all what the fuck going on in my life.
Yeah.
You know? And not because I want y'all to hear it, but I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
You know? And
Well, y'all gonna listen to this shit.
100%. And it's like if
Yeah.
fucking country singers can hit a #1 on the charts for telling the truth, why can't I?
Why can't you? Exactly.
You know? And it's so funny because like I called him, I make that connection. I'm in the car, right? I'm on my way to Fredericksburg, and I make the connection. I'm just like, oh. And I call him and I'm like, dude. And he was like, I know. Cause like at the same, it was like we made the connection at the same time. And he
Yeah.
was like, bro, did you? And I was like, I swear. I was like, I promise on everything. I told him, I was like, you
Yeah.
chose that one.
Yeah.
You chose, because out of the selections of them, one of them was like a dark gray, one of them was black, and then one of them was white, all with different effects and shit.
Sure.
But the white one was exactly like the one we went with, the cover art that we know for Bank,
Yeah.
it looks like a recreation of Does Fort Worth Ever Cross Your Mind?
Yeah.
Talking about influences behind the album, country music, George Strait. Personally, think he's the king of country.
By all means, yeah,
There's
sure.
there's no voice.
Wait,
There's no
Mozzie,
voice
you gotta
like
say-
George
you gotta
Strait.
say who's the
yeah,
king,
do you
though,
have
dog.
a king of country music? Waylon Jennings?
My personal favorite,
Kenny Chesney.
Nah. See, everybody y'all naming.
Out of here, man.
Nah, everybody
Brooks
y'all
and
naming
Dunn.
is like sons.
Dog, Kenny Chesney stole George Strait's swag.
Swag. Nah, he
You
did.
can't though.
He did.
Tim
You
McGraw
can't,
too.
like you can't
Yeah.
take his swag.
That's a troubadour,
That's
baby.
Treating the
Yeah.
king, bro. But
know what
it's
I'm
the
saying?
voice.
Let's
the
jump.
voice. It's the voice.
It's the voice, yeah.
You hear George Strait, and man, people are gonna be listening to this and watching this, and they're like, I don't give a fuck about no
You gotta
country
drop
music.
that in there. The fuck.
They will not know one single country song.
let's jump 'em.
But they could differentiate between Brooks and Dunn and George Strait. Promise you that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Cause it's George Strait, bro.
George Strait. Nah, I mean, like y'all are absolutely right. When it comes to country artists, they can even talk about like their love life, the situation like that, and then even what's homeboy that made.
I would listen to that shit. I mean, we're from Texas, bro. So
yeah, you're gonna hear that shit. But who's the country artist that made the song about the red Solo cup?
Toby Keith.
Toby Keith. Thank you.
So he's the king. You saying?
No.
Nah, yo. But
No,
check it.
I was just saying like country artists will talk about their drinking problems and relationship. Just
Oh yeah, George Strait, country music,
George Strait.
Yeah,
so that was the whole inspiration.
Yeah, well, not the whole inspiration. I mean, that's like one of the main inspirations behind the album, and just my family, man, my friends. Literally, like that's just life, just like literally just life, like living day to day and then talking about it.
That's cool.
Yo, man. So quick question, Banco. So growing up, and because you born and raised
in New Braunfels.
Okay, so by the numbers, I guess, like it's obviously smaller than San Antonio, but it's getting bigger.
Yeah.
Especially with you. I mean, I think on one of the songs you said 9'6". Since 9'6".
Since 9'6", yeah.
So what are you, 25, 6?
Yeah, 26 in 2
go.
days.
There you go.
Oh, hey.
That's why we're popping this fucking blue, baby.
That's why we're popping blue tonight.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So I guess my question though, man, is like growing up in essentially when you were younger, it was smaller than it is now.
Man, yeah.
Growing up in New Braunfels, man, can you touch on like the music? I mean, because you're surrounded by what you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how did you navigate that? Because you say you don't rap about shit you didn't do, but it's a lot of people that pass by there.
Yeah.
Don't see a lot of going on.
Oh, absolutely. Man, I talked about this with somebody a while back too when I dropped another album, but it's so crazy that like when people think of New Braunfels,
flex, right? He said when I dropped another album.
Yeah. Right. 3 in less than 12 months. Let me just say that. Woo! I don't never get to talk my shit, but
that's crazy. Yeah, pop that shit.
3 albums less than 12 months.
Talk your shit.
New Braunfels, man. And you know what? My homie, one of my producer homies texted me today because we're working on a project together, and just randomly he was like, "Yo, I want our next shit to be like a love letter to New Braunfels." Shout out Joey. Shout out Boy Vida. But I feel like this one is like a love letter to New Braunfels because I love where I'm from.
Yeah.
I used to be ashamed where I'm from. I used to be like real timid to tell people like, yeah, I'm from New Braunfels. And now I'm kind of like owning the shit. But
you be screaming on your records now.
100%.
You screaming.
I can't claim nothing else.
That's true, man.
You know?
Fronting.
Let it be known.
I respect it.
So to touch on that is like when people not from New Braunfels think of New Braunfels, do you think exactly what you think about New Braunfels?
Yeah.
You probably think I'm the only Mexican person there. Now, you probably think I'm the only brown person there. But what the world doesn't know is that there's a whole Hispanic community in New Braunfels. You know? Like, it's a whole, like, other community other than white people there and country shit, you know?
Nice.
And thankfully, like, the world is changing. New Braunfels is growing. It's becoming a suburb to Austin. So it's becoming a lot more, like, cultured. So there are more ethnicities there. Like, growing up, like, I legit, like, high school still to this day, shout out Jeremiah, but, like, my best friend was black, bro. Like, but the black people in high school, there was only, like, 4 or 5. Oh. It was, like, 4 or 5 black families in New Braunfels at the time. And, like, now, there's, like, hella ethnicities in New Braunfels.
Sure.
Now, like, going back. But, like, growing up, it was literally just, like, Mexican people and white people. When people think of New Braunfels, they just think of white people. And what they don't like realize is that there's hella Mexican people in New Braunfels.
Yeah.
Because it's outside of San Antonio. Mm-hmm. So like when shit became like too crowded here in San Antonio, they started bleeding out into New Braunfels, into shirts, into so there's always been like a community there. And so growing up, I experienced all kinds of shit being Mexican. And I'm not even Mexican. I don't like to claim that I'm Mexican.
There you go. We was talking about this
hold
shit
up. Yeah, let me say that in the camera because I don't want nobody coming after me after this. I'm a 3rd generation Texan. My parents were born and raised here in Texas. Both sets of my grandparents were born and raised here in Texas. So I'm brown. I'm proud to be of Mexican descent. I'm proud to sound Hispanic. American. Yeah, but I cannot. I feel like it's kind of almost like a royalty thing to say you Mexican.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not even worthy of that. Worthy of saying that. Because like a lot of my homies are fucking 1st generation Texan. Their parents were born in Mexico.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, you feel me? And I feel like it's not even right for me to say I'm Mexican because I'm not even that close.
No, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm Latino, bro.
Shit, I'm Texan. Like, cause we're close enough to Mexico for me to say I'm Texan, because no one else can say they're Texan. What's right above us? I need a geography lesson. Oklahomans.
Oklahomans. Now you just made that shit up off the fly.
Shout out
Oklahomans.
Shout out Oklahoma, man.
Shout out Oklahoma.
But saying I'm Oklahoman doesn't sound as cool. Man.
Nah,
I'm
not like a
Texan.
Texan.
Like, I'm Texan. I'm Banco from Texas. And so, you know, being from New Braunfels was like, is because even though I don't live there no more, I still rep it fully. It's been crazy, man, because I grew up around all the racist shit.
Yeah.
I grew up around, like, I was telling somebody the other day, like, I'd hear racist jokes growing up as a kid, and I didn't, like, realize they were racist.
Right.
Until, like, you know, certain shit would happen in my life that I'm like, yeah, you know, you have one of those, like, pause and reflect, like,
holy shit, and you're just sitting there like, nah, that
homie dissed me. Hold on.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
And now you looking them up on Facebook and be like, yo, pull up I'll let you real
Hey, dog, remember 97 when you said that bullshit?
100%, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
It's crazy. But what's really cool about what's happening right now is that Comal County is like top 10, one of the like fastest growing counties in the world, in the country, because of the boom that's happening in Austin right now. And so because of that, New Braunfels is becoming like a melting pot. Like, we have a MLK march that happens in New Braunfels every year.
Oh, wow.
It's fucking huge, bro.
That's big.
Huge. It's huge. And it's so crazy because you wouldn't think shit. Like, nobody reports on that.
Right.
It's not on the news. It's not on like nothing like that. But we have like one of the crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because like it's a melting pot. There's hella people there now.
That's dope.
But like coming up with music, it was like I grew up around my cousins, my older cousins, and they were put on by, you know, their older people, blah, 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 this and that. So I had all kinds of like musical influences as I was young. Hip hop just kind of hit me a lot closer to home than anything else did. I can't relate to no fucking country music. We didn't have no trucks. We weren't hunting. We weren't fishing. Yeah, bro. My mom had a fucking Ford Taurus for the longest time.
My stepmom did too. My dad used to have this fucking damn, what was it? It was like a blue Chevrolet. It was, damn, I wish I knew what the fuck the name, but every time he would hit a
Cavalier.
Bro, yes.
Yeah, it
was a blue Cavalier, and every time he would hit a speed bump, the trunk would open.
Oh, man.
Bro, that's the type of shit, you know? So, like,
that's why I like nicer shit, you know?
Yeah.
So
it's not like we're piss poor.
For sure.
But you always inspired to have nice things.
Yeah, that's the shit.
Because of that. And yeah,
for sure.
Literally because of shit like that. Yeah, it's just so crazy. People think that like, we just like New Braunfels is like just country as fuck. Like, I grew up with horses.
I got homies from Cali who, like, when they first came down, they're like, bro, like, when we pulled up, we thought like all of y'all were gonna be on horses. I was like, no shit, bro.
That's what I feel like people not from New Braunfels think about New Braunfels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's not like that. Like, there's a whole other community of people there. And it's so crazy because, like, my homies I grew up with, and now they're younger, like, the younger generation, the kids in high school and shit like that. Now they be hitting me off the side like, yo, like, it's crazy to see someone like you doing something like this from our city.
Absolutely.
Because there ain't no rappers from New Braunfels.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's unheard of. Like, so when I heard that you were from New Braunfels, like, because like I said, when I first saw the Keep It P video, that Ace the Shooter, you know, because I follow Ace.
Yeah.
So when that shit came
Shout out
out,
Ace.
and Ace, Waves, all them. So when they were pushing the video, and I saw it, I'm like, okay, where's this kid from? And I think it was Frank that put that you were from New Braunfels, and I'm like, whoa, hold on a second. So then I actually listened to the record, and I'm like, okay, he's nice.
Oh.
He's nice. So that's I just kind of kept my eyes on you and all that. So then we did the Comal Ave record.
Oh man,
Comal Ave.
Shout out Comal Ave, man.
Yo, Skrill's a nice. Skrill's like, he hit me on the phone because once I shared the joint with him,
the Jim Jones sample,
he hit me back and was like,
"Oh, Jim Jones,
yo,
fuck Jim Jones."
This so he hit me back and was like, yo, this kid Banco is crazy. I'm like, dog. Next time, like, and this is when we really just started doing I think we was plotting on doing the MAZI's World show, right?
Early stages.
It was early stages, so we was like, yo, when we started getting artists on, we gotta talk to him. And he was like, no, absolutely. So we've been following you for a minute, man.
Yeah, and a big part of this that we're doing has to do what we're doing exactly right now.
For real?
Yeah, man, absolutely. Because before, I don't know if y'all followed or seen, before it was Cheap Suits.
Yeah,
and that was more. Yeah,
the Cheap Suits podcast.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
word.
But that was a little bit more along the lines of like satire.
comedy,
funny shit or whatever.
Yeah.
And we do funny shit here, but with the purpose, like you talking about where you from and where you consider yourself, and Roland Ryan doing the same thing. Like, there's people here, man, younger kids than you, who don't really have that avenue and that resource, man. So someone's gonna see this on the younger side, and I hope that they get like, yo, I can do that shit too.
No, for sure, bro.
That's what I do this shit for.
That's exactly the same shit,
man. That's what I do this shit for, because like there was no one. I mean, shout out Matthew Jordan, shout out YPRT, shout out Nick Tutt, but there was no one in New Braunfels to look up to. There wasn't a hip hop scene growing up as a kid, you know. And so like, I just hope that I tag New Braunfels in everything, because I just hope that there's Hispanic kids. There's kids that look like me. There's kids as brown as me, if not more brown, that are like, damn, if he's doing this shit, I could do this shit too. I'm not even doing nothing, to be honest. This is fucking a hobby.
I mean, let's be real, but like you're kind of doing it on a bigger scale than
I appreciate
a lot
that.
of folks, man.
To me, man, this shit feels like a part-time job. I feel like I could be going 110% harder.
Yeah.
I just hope that when kids see the shit that I'm doing, shoot the music videos, just be doing this, you know, releasing records. I hope that like kids that look like me from where I'm from, in that small ass city, in that city where you see trucks holding what the fuck they call Confederate flags. I hope the kids that look like me growing up there feel like I could do that too.
Yeah.
You know, like that's really why I do that shit.
Yeah.
Like 100%. Like, I love that fucking song.
And I was gonna say, it's safe to say that that's who you do it for. It makes it easy to really, you know, inspire the youth and the kids, and really be like, you know what, if I can make it out this small town with all the bullshit that's going around, that you see, if I can get out of it, y'all can too, man.
And there's a record, the outro on the album on Bank is I titled it New Braunfels. Like, that's the outro.
Yeah.
And I do say like my favorite part of the song, I'm like, I said it, only one about New Braunfels. I was talking about shit, whatever. But
sure,
I don't mean I meant that 100%. But there is my boy that I grew up with. We grew up on the same block together. Baby Rock Bezel. People don't even know we're friends. People look at the Bezel like he's doing the damn thing. He's crazy right now. He's a fucking superstar.
Yeah.
But he's the one that owns the studio in New Braunfels. And he just had fucking, what the fuck is his name? Sauce Walker was just over there at the fucking studio in New Braunfels. The Jet Life gang was over there in the studio in New Braunfels. Like, Bezzy is doing some crazy shit with Baby Rock Studios over there in New Braunfels. People coming from San Antonio, people coming from Corpus, people coming from all over the fucking place to record this studio. Yeah. And it's the crazy shit to me, because literally it's just me and him. Like, we're the only ones in New Braunfels that are like doing something that's getting attention. Yeah. And this was from South Africa. He a black folk from South Africa that was like not born but raised in New Braunfels. And it's just crazy because like every time we link up, we don't talk every day. We don't, you know, none of that. But like we grew up together type shit. So we always like, we have our little business meetings, whatever. And we all just look at each other and we're like, I love you, fool. Because we're the only two people that got some shit like going.
Y'all are raising the flag for where y'all from.
Like, one of my hopes for this music and shit is that like I do enough for somebody else to like pick the shit up and do it, like take it further, like a race, like a baton. Like, I just hope I have the baton and someone's gonna like grab it from me and take this shit further. Bezzy does like an internship thing there at his studio. Like, he takes kids and he's like,
oh, that's dope.
We'll teach you, you know, and like it's like a real after school program type shit. And he was like, I will teach you how to engineer here.
That's dope.
Type shit. And it's like, I just hope that it, you know, it keeps going. Especially like where we're from, because like we don't have it and we're trying to create that. Yeah. You know, because like shout out San Antonio. I love San Antonio. Let me say that in the comments. I love San Antonio. Man, and it's like, this is like my second home. Like my dad was born and raised here on the south side. And so like my parents were separated.
Outside.
Yeah, it's outside. Right there off Division in Pleasanton.
Okay.
That's the hood.
Okay.
Right there off of 35 of Gladstone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like that's where my dad's from. Like, so I'd be every weekend, every other weekend, every summer. I'd be over here on the south side in San Antonio.
Yeah.
So like I did experience a lot.
Oh, that's right, man. You said it on one of the raps, man, about getting dropped off at Randolph or something.
In Lackland. That way I talked the shit on the Palm Trees record.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And
he gave me like an introspective Jay-Z verse. Like I thought he was finna give me a Les verse. But I was like, that's him, you know?
Yeah, I started getting real personal on
He
this
did.
shit.
He got like super introspective towards the end. I was like, honestly, after I heard it, when he did it, I was like, well, shit, I already laid my shit down. If I could, I would have added some more shit. I probably would have got a little bit more personal too.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? Now this was how I felt, and when he heard this shit, this is how he felt.
I feel it's a perfect balance.
And it's perfect.
It's a great balance.
It's like, yeah.
It's a great balance.
People would like shout out like, hey Rod, and shout out.
Oh yeah, we pull up. They be playing this shit, bro.
We pull up to the function. The DJs be spinning this.
That's hard.
And I walk in that bitch like belly, bro. Like it's crazy. Like
slow mo and all that.
Yes,
like you the
bro.
fucking man.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a beautiful feeling. I always wanted that. I mean, I've never been an artist, nothing like that, but like I've always wanted to walk in on some super cool slow mo shit.
It's insane.
Or even like on like, especially when you with your partners,
homies,
walking that bitch like you like the NWO, like the Wolfpack. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny 'cause we're just like we trying to be cool about it. Like we're not like we don't love the shit. You know, we just kind of like.
Nah, I walk in there like I'm fucking Hulk Hogan, man.
Walking that bitch like on some Scott Hall shit.
Shawn Michaels, shout out San Antonio, man. I'll take my shirt off in this bitch. Damn.
Shout out Shawn Michaels, man.
Shout out San Antonio. But no, I love San Antonio, man. So like I said, I can say I spent like half my life here because of my pops.
So what? Your dad used to say like by Lackland? I never even asked you this.
No, my dad worked at Lackland.
Okay.
My dad worked at Lackland, and so like when it would be his weekend for me to be with him, my mom would drive me out to the base. And that's where we do the exchange, like some drugs and shit. I'd hop out one car, go in the other car.
I remember doing that with my dad.
I did that when my parents separated too. So there was times where
play that sound.
Which one?
Wow.
The sad one. The sad one.
Oh, the
more you know.
The sad one.
This one? Yeah, no. I mean, I know the feelings. My parents were divorced. My parents separated when I was about 9 years old. So they would do the exchange, like pull up to a parking lot, empty parking lot.
Bro, I never thought about how funny that shit is until like
shit is wild,
recently,
bro.
Like in the last couple of years, but it's just so funny because I would just legit like hop out one car, bye mom, and then hop in the other car, and it was like I wonder how funny that shit looked. And you know what? Now that I'm saying this out loud, there was one time we would link up at North Star right outside of Mervin's when Mervin's was still Mervin's.
Remember Solo Serve?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we were doing the exchange there. Security pulled up on us and they were like, "Yo, what are y'all doing?" Like I remember them trying to press us, and I was already in middle school type shit, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why y'all tripping?" Like,
Trying to kidnap me.
Yeah, I'm just getting right out to this. Man, but hey, nah, you know what? Doing that, having that, like I used to look at it as kind of like a handicap. It used to be like, damn, like I ain't grow up with my parents. But now that I think about it, is like I wouldn't be able to talk about it like this. Like I wouldn't be able to say that I spent half my life in San Antonio.
Crazy.
And it's something that as of late I've become a lot more like appreciative of, because like I can't say like I was sleeping over there off of fucking 35 in Gladstone.
Shout out Gladstone.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Let it be known. So with that being said, of course, I'm sure DIOS is behind the Bank album and all that. So when is the album dropping?
What's today?
The 10th.
Well, today. Well, I mean, but when this drops, it'll be.
Nah, it drops on the 21st. So it's set for the 21st. We all lined up for the 21st.
And I know you had announced the listening party as well.
Man, as of right now, I got all kinds of shit going on. So
yeah, I was gonna say what's up next? Besides the album and all that shit dropping.
So my birthday is in a couple of days.
Yes.
So and then trying not to think about it. I'm getting older. My birthday's in a couple of days.
It does get better.
It's better when you get older.
Saturday, we're doing a birthday celebration at Bar Ludovine, Southtown. We're gonna have a custom drink menu.
Pull up.
Yeah.
Bank's paying for everything.
I'm paying for everything. It's my birthday.
Shit.
So y'all pull
So
up,
when that
get
cat
over.
Trav Q, the one that be doing the whole homeboy is cat on YouTube on Instagram. His name is Trav Q. He'll go up to like whatever celebrity he's by, like it'll be Drake or some big name person. He'll order a whole bunch of Drakes and he'll be like, and put it on his tab. So basically, he gonna pull up on you and be like, "Yo, let me get like 5 Patrons and all this, and then put it on your tab."
Yeah, y'all pull up with the camera. I'm finna pull that shit.
I'm gonna give him my Blockbuster card at the end of the night. My Blockbuster card at the end of the night.
Blockbuster.
I still got it. Look. So Bar Lou Devine. Shout out Rob, First Try Functions. That's going on this Saturday in Southtown. And then the following day, January 16th, shout out my brother Bezzy. We're gonna be at Baby Rock Studios for the official listening party.
Okay.
For Bank by Banco from Texas. We're just gonna be kicking it at the studio. Probably gonna have the parking lot shut down, so y'all will have music playing in the parking lot. But inside of the studio, we'll have the album running for everybody to just go inside and listen to and shit like that.
Yeah.
I do have limited merch. We're getting some sweatshirts made, embroidered.
They're fire too. I gotta come clean. You know I fuck with the fashion shit and it's fire.
For sure.
I gotta come clean.
Like the album, they're limited. We only have a handful, so I appreciate that. And after that, the following week, the album drops, and then we're gonna be in Houston for a release party.
I love Houston.
We're gonna have a release party. And Rabbit got the gun. Shout out DIOS. Shout out Les. Shout out Georgie. Shout out Shelly. We having that Rabbit.
Damn.
Shout out G. My brother G. We're gonna have the release party at Rabbit got the gun. Shout out Nate.
Nah, come to Houston, man.
Yeah, y'all. If you listen to this,
Come to Houston.
You happen to be in
Come
Houston.
have some cocktails. Goddamn it.
Ask for the Bank 77.
Okay.
It's
Oh yeah, this dude's getting his own personal menu and shit.
We're getting a menu. We're getting a menu at Ludovine, and we're getting a menu at Rabbit's Got the Gun.
Damn,
crazy, bro.
Then the album dropped somewhere in between all this shit.
Man, he's flexing, bro.
But the album dropped somewhere in between.
Right, like
I mean, I'm gonna probably drop the album, but
hold on, to my right, y'all can't see him, but we got Shay over here.
Yeah, shout out Shay, man.
So,
he in the cut.
Yeah, so shout out Shay. We're hopefully gonna be working on something to drop for y'all somewhere in between all that shit too. So I know I've been slacking on the visuals. I'm sorry, I apologize, but we got something for y'all. We got something for y'all soon, right, Shay? Yeah, we got something popping soon.
I mean, we damn near covered everything, man.
So shout out Bank, January 21st, 2020.
All right, man. So y'all heard it here.
2022. Goddamn. Off the
Damn.
blue.
Oh, you still back in the
Off the blue.
Yeah,
Bank,
man.
January 21st, 2022.
So you heard it here first, man. Bank.
Before we say this, I started dropping music as Banco, and I've been meaning to tell everybody this.
It's Banco Ray, and then
Banco
now you
Ray. Now it's just Banco. I mean, it's
Banco.
just easier. Just
so it's
Banco.
yay, like yay.
Now
Banco
just
Ray.
Bank.
Now it's just Banco. Now I'm cutting down the Bank.
I was gonna change my name.
He is.
I was.
But
I don't know if
so
I'm gonna do it.
oh man, don't do it to it. Don't do it now. Don't do it right here. Don't do it
All
right
right,
here.
now.
Yeah, it's got to be official. It's got to be official.
Yeah. Wait till you when you sit down when it's your turn to drop the
It's
project.
gotta be-
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
gotta be
I have
official.
my mind made up.
All right,
Yeah,
bet.
But so I called this shit Bank because I knew it was gonna be real personal.
Yeah.
And this fool's here because one, he's my fucking best friend, but two, he was the first person to call me Bank. He was the first person to cut
Cut the O out and
Bank go down to Bank.
Bank.
And now everybody, like, if you around me and talking to me every day, you just call me Bank. and it's like only like my real, like, people that are real close to me call me Bank. And so like, I just felt like it was very fitting if I'm gonna drop something
real.
personal.
He's dropping the gym right
Then
now.
just to
bro.
call him
This
Bank.
motherfucker's a wizard, bro.
Yeah.
He's tripping.
I'm
I'm from New Braunfels.
He already knew what you was gonna ask.
The
And
Braunfels
shit.
from New Braunfels.
Yeah.
Just the
Hey,
Braunfels from New Braunfels to the Braunfels.
Yo.
Raps when he wants to.
You heard it. You heard it.
When he wants to. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, Banco to my right, Roland Ryan in the cut, Shay in the cut, Skrills to my left.
Shout out Skrill, shout out
Bank
MAZI.
will be out January 21st.
21st,
See,
2022.
I'm saying, yes, 22, 21st, 22. See,
It's hard to say.
It is.
January 21st.
21-22.
121-22. Huh? Let's go, man. Listen, y'all heard it here first, man. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. DIOS all over this bitch. Listen, we out of here. MAZI's World. Y'all take it easy. Be safe, people. Peace.
Maserati. So focused, I just need some meaning to my name. Plus, I'm cheating with these codes. If you thinking it's a game, that's real talk. Man, this ain't no game to me. This ain't no game.